Well, here's a mystery maybe you can help solve. Speaking of the 4-H, it seems a Northport woman has found a strange-looking vegetable in her garden. So strange, she isn't sure exactly what it is. Teresa Overstreet says she threw bird seeds out into her flower bed and this thing started growing. It started out looking like a squash, then as it got bigger it looked more like a watermelon, but now it doesn't look like anything. Overstreet has asked friends and neighbors what they think of the mystery plant, and they've been guessing anything from a squash to a pumpkin to anything in between.
Yes, I want to know what I grew in my garden. A lot of people are calling it the alien child. So we don't know what it is, and we would like to find out what it is, so here we go.
All right, now here's a challenge for all of you gardeners out there. Did you get a good look at that plant? If you know what it is, if you think you know the answer, give us a call on our viewer feedback line. That's 750-4049. Now, we did ask the experts tonight at 10, find out what they think that unidentified vegetable actually may be.
Can't wait to see what it really is.
For all you gardeners, when you plant a seed, you probably know what to expect. But what if something else grew in your garden? A strange-looking vegetable that didn't look like any ordinary squash or melon. Well, that happened to a Northport woman, and she asked News Channel 49 to help. Tonight, reporter Shimon Flowers talks to the experts and tries to solve the case of the mystery plant.
It looks like a pumpkin, but it could be a squash. Then again, no one really knows what this is.
Started out looking like a squash, went to looking like a watermelon, and then we came up with that.
Teresa needed help in solving this mystery, so we turned to you, our viewers, and here's what some of you had to say.
Get an apple. That's a one squash. A pumpkin squash is what it is. It's kind of, you know, it kind of looks like a pumpkin, but it's really squash. You fry it up real good, and it tastes real good with fried green tomatoes.
Those comments were all well and good, but we needed an expert to take a look at this thing. That's the only way we can talk about it.
The flesh looks a little bit like certain squashes that we see, but also it's fairly hollow. You can thump it. It feels a little bit like a pumpkin on the inside. And the owner don't want to kill her baby. So we're not exactly sure what it might be, but it looks like a little bit of a portion of a pumpkin, and the outer skin looks a bit like a squash. So,
Okay, so is there a name for this thing?
I would call it a squashkin.
A squashkin? Only in Northport, Alabama. Shimon Flowers, News Channel 49.
That is right, Shimon, only here. Well, Teresa did let Mr. Ford take what she calls her alien baby to their lab to do some testing. The plant will be examined at the Tuscaloosa County Extension Office.
Can't wait to hear exactly what that is.